for the final time during the Lady Sons Classic 2022. Welcome to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH coverage of the Lady Sons Classic. The championship game, if you draw it up and you scheme it up and you do all that stuff, it works out perfect, and this is it. What will be the championship game is coming your way right now between the Unity Mustangs and the host Southeastern Sons. They are both 1-0 coming into this final contest in the championship pool. They're both undefeated in tournament play, both 4-0. And they will have a chance to finish 5-0. One will be 4-1. How did we get here today? I will tell you this. In the opener, Southeastern of the championship round, just about 2 hours ago, Southeastern beat Illini West 25-16, 20-25, 25-17. Huge outputs from Amanda Stevens with 13 kills and Abby McMillan with 12 kills. McMillan had 10 service points. Stevens had 4 blocks. The story of that game, though, was the starting setter, Abigail Schaefer, going out with an injury. She will not be here for the championship game. She is not here for the championship game. Amanda Stevens took a lot bigger role as a setter in the last part of that game, and they opened up a lead against Illini West. Now, there is adrenaline, momentum, stuff like that. You don't have time to think. There's a lot of things that go into it, obviously. However, they responded well, up by only 1 when the incident happened, and they win going away 25-17. Unity got by Illini West in the next contest, which is the game before this, with a 25-16, 25-17 win, and Kyra Carruthers was the star of the show in that one. It was 3 points, an ace, and 8 kills for her. Kylie Berry also had a good game as well. We're going to step aside and let you hear from one of our sponsors, McDonough District Hospital.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
And welcome back as we get ready for the starting lineups here for tonight's events. The Unity Mustangs first. Right back, Caroline Knox, number 20. Ashlyn Arnsman at the right front. Kylie Berry, middle front. Left front, number 2, Hayden Frankel. Left back, '23 Carruthers. And Cornwell is middle back. The libero is Abby Pilkington for the Abby McMillan's right back. Right front is Kinsey Griswold. Middle front, Savannah Ramsey. Left front is Amanda Stevens. Left back is Summer Ramsey. And middle back is Zoe Griswold. Notably absent is Abigail Schaefer. Hopefully she will be okay. I'm sure Coach will come talk to us after the game. It may be an extended post game just so everybody knows. We will put the all-tournament team up and let you see them get introduced and announced as well. The MVP will be announced after this game also, so it's a lot of fun coming up. Big stuff happening here. It's the championship game of the Lady Sons Classic here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 18 games between Monday and Thursday. This is game number 9 that we've broadcast today, and it's the most important one of the tournament. It's the championship game for either the Mustangs or the Sons of Southeastern High School. If you have not done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Hulett PubliPro LLC. We would greatly appreciate it. Send some likes, share it, get the views up if you would, please. We'd greatly appreciate it, and it will be the left or right back, Abby McMillan, starting at the service line for the Southeastern Sons. Here we go. Just about ready to get underway. Championship game action is a go. Carruthers on the serve receive. Stevens is going to get it. Somebody was in the net late. Now Arnsman's going to send it across. McMillan's there. Griswold to Stevens, and she hits it out of bounds. A hitting error results in a side out for the first point. Mustangs have the serve. Stevens on the attack. Knox was the server. Barry again on the attack. Griswold. Stevens. Cornwall with a big dig. And Savannah Ramsey hits it into the net. A point for Caroline Knox. And it's 2-0. Zoe Griswold dives out of the way at the last second. A side out brings the score to 2-1. Kinsey Griswold going back to serve now. Looks like Kinsey may be the setter. At least she is probably when Amanda Stevens is in the front row, it would appear. Now it's going to be Barry on the attack. It's blocked by Amanda Stevens, but out of bounds. Abusing the block and getting the point is Kylie Barry, her first kill. And Arnsman going back to serve on the side out. Short, Stevens is there. Griswold. Stevens brings it across court and in. Amanda Stevens gets her first kill. And it's good for a side out and a point for Southeastern. Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve now. A little different in the serving rotation, as Savannah Ramsey normally 5th or 6th in serving rotation. There's a dig. It's an overpass, and then it's going to be an error by Carruthers and a point for Savannah Ramsey. So as I was saying, Savannah Ramsey usually at the end of the rotation. Earlier when Schaefer was in, she was 6th. Now she is 2nd, or 3rd, make that. Tipped. Abby McMillan tracing it down. It's a side out. Barry's going to serve. Kylie's talking to the crowd and everything. She thought it wasn't touched. It was, so she'll be back to serve now. Her team is leading 4-3. Summer Ramsey tips it. It's Doug. Tipped across. Ramsey's there again. Griswold to Stevens, and she'll drive it home. Tied 4-4. Kill for Amanda Stevens is her second. She'll come back to serve now in her usual fourth serving spot. Carruthers got into the nets. Southeastern takes the lead at 5-4. Blocked, held, no call. Stevens hits it across. Gonna go middle to Carruthers, and she's gonna come cross court to the right and get the kill. We're tied at 5. She gets her first kill. Frankel back to serve. Stevens sets over to McMillan. She tips it across. Carruthers is there. We're tied at 5. They're going to get it across. They've got a shot, and they do. McMillan, Stevens, McMillan. Duke off the block of Zoe Griswold, and Cody Duke gets the kill. 6-5. Unity takes the lead. Savannah Ramsey out to McMillan from Stevens. She goes all the way. What a one-handed dig by Barry. Now Duke on the attack again. They're going to get it up, and Stevens is going to have to send a free ball across. Barry's there. Back to Barry again. It pushed across. Stevens is going to go out to Summer Ramsey. Arnsman's there. Now Carruthers. Stevens on the dig. Zoe Griswold. McMillan. Barry. Carruthers on the attack, and it's a kill for Kyra Carruthers, her second. And it's 7-5, Unity with the lead. Deep, Ramsey's there. Stevens to McMillan, and McMillan's going to get the kill, abusing the block of Carruthers and others over there. It's a side out. Coming back to serve will be Zoe Griswold. As Coach Riggs said earlier in the week, Zoe did not play last year, came back out this year, and she's getting a lot of playing time, especially now in the absence of Abigail Schaefer. Stevens sends it across. It's going to be an attack by Carruthers, and she hits it into the net. We're knotted at 7 now. Unity took the lead 6-5. It blown it to 7-5. And they're not going to lose it there, as Barry is going to get the kill on a little let hit. And Kylie Barry gets her second kill. It's a side out, 8-7. The score. Carruthers back to serve now for Unity. Griswold, Stevens, Griswold. Barry on the dig. It's going to go middle to Arnsman, off the block of McMillan, and down. 9-8, or 9-7, excuse me. 9-7 as Carruthers gets the point and Arnsman gets the kill. Savannah Ramsey. Griswold from Stevens, and Griswold gets the kill. Side out to Southeastern. Coming back to serve will be Summer Ramsey. Back row attack from Carruthers, and it's out. And just like that, we're tied at 9. We've been tied at 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. And Ramsey trying to give her team a lead for the first time since 5-4. Arnsman, Ramsey, back row attack, Stevens. And it's in. Amanda Stevens gets her third kill, and the Suns take a lead 10-9. Ramsey gets the point. Second service point of the contest for the Suns. Little trouble on the pass. Arnsman off the block of McMillan is going to get the kill. That's Arnsman's second. Side out. Now we're tied at 10. Stevens on the attack. It's Doug. Comes outside to Barry. Dug by Summer Ramsey. Now it's Savannah Ramsey. Barry's there for the dig. Back set to Arnsman. And Arnsman's going to get the kill. Her third. And Unity retakes the lead. 11-10. Cornwell serving. And it's out. 12-10. Middle to McMillan. Doug. Barry gets the kill. 13-10. Third kill for Kylie Berry. Brothers with the dig. Arnsman another attack, and that one's deep and out of play. 13-11. McMillan. The server. Barry the kill. Side out. Her fourth kill. Ramsey. Stevens going to get the attack. Barry's going to push it across. Griswold there. Now Kenzie Griswold on the set. And Stevens on the kill. Side out. Back to the Suns. 14-12 is the score. Kenzie Griswold serving. Pushed across. Griswold to Stevens. Off the block, and it's down. Point for Kenzie Griswold. Kill for Stevens. It's her fifth. And in the net, service error. Gives the serve back to Arnsman and the Mustangs. 15-13. Ashlyn Arnsman back to serve. Summer Ramsey's there. Middle to Stevens, and it's going to be a kill for Amanda Stevens. Give her 6. 15-14. Savannah Ramsey back to serve now. Her team trailing by 1. Out to Carruthers. Block, but down. Inside the block of Griswold of the Zoe variety. Carruthers gets another kill. That's her third. And now it's Barry back to serve. Deep. Kenzie Griswold. McMillan. We'll go to Carruthers. And she'll get another kill. 17-14. Carruthers has 4. Barry gets her first point. Summer Ramsey, it's blocked by Carruthers. Back to Ramsey again. Blocked by Frankel that time. Hayden Frankel gets the block. A timeout called by Southeastern. Will tell you that this game being brought to you by the Watering Hole in downtown Augusta. It is open, and it says, "Good luck, Suns. Stop in for a cold drink any day during the week, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. They will play the Southeastern games live on their big screens. That's the Watering Hole just uptown in Augusta. And Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more Barkley Bills hat. That's barkleybills.com. Good luck, everyone, at the Lady Sons Classic. Berry back to serve again. And Stevens gets a great set and gets the kill. 18-15. Now she's going to go to the back row. And a side out. Back to serve is Frankel. Stevens to McMillan. What a dig by Barry. One-handed, it goes over the net, but what a dig. Now it's going to be McMillan with the attack and the kill. Side out, 19-16. McMillan gets her second kill. Coming back to serve is going to be Zoe Griswold. Back set to Carruthers. It's Doug. McMillan gets a one-hand set to Ramsey, and it is a kill for Summer Ramsey. Griswold gets the point. Griswold of the Kinsey variety had to take the hit, and nobody went after the pass. It's side out, 20-17. Back to serve is Carruthers. And an overpass results in Knox getting a kill. Carruthers a point. Savannah Ramsey struggles with the serve receive. Carruthers gets another point, an ace, and a timeout charge to Southeastern. We'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just about 30 seconds.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told them about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School. 22-17 after the timeout for the Suns. Carruthers back to serve again. She served two straights, and it's 22-17. Set number one, the Suns trailing the Mustangs. Carruthers' jump serve is out. 22-18. Summer Ramsey coming back to serve now. Knox is going to set to Arnsman, who hits it off the block of Savannah Ramsey out of bounds. And Arnsman gets her fourth kill. Cornwell goes back to serve now. 23-18. Mustangs with the lead. Summer Ramsey, Kinsey Griswold, and then Stevens with what might be her first or second hitting error is it tonight. Hits it in the net. It's set point for the Mustangs as they look to go up 1-0 here in a championship game of the Lady Sons Classic. Stevens, Griswold, McMillan, Barry's there. It's going to come back to Barry. She wants to attack, and she gets it. Barry gets her fifth kill of the set, and that ends at 25-18 in set number one. The Mustangs beat the Suns We'll take a break and be back in a couple minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School as Knox is serving. To open set number 2 for the Mustangs, who lead 1-0. As you can see, it was 25-18 at the end of the first set. And a service error opens it for the Suns. Abby McMillan going back to serve now. It's going to be Arnsman on the kill as the Suns' effort there, ability to get it actually up off the floor was not. Arnsman's going to go back to serve now after the kill, her 5th. McMillan is there. Going to go to Stevens, and she runs over Savannah Ramsey. And it's going to end up being a point for the Mustangs as Carruthers gets it. Summer Ramsey gets the kill. Make that Savannah Ramsey gets the kill. After getting ran over the play before, she comes back and gets the kill the next time. Kinsey Griswold back to serve now. Dug by Knox, hit by Barry, and a kill. Barry has her 6th. It's a side out. 3-2. Stevens, Griswold, back to Stevens. Dug by Barry. Hit by Carruthers. Griswold, back set by across the net by Stevens. Duke hits it. Ramsey. Stevens, back there is Arnsman. Now on the attack is Duke. Abby McMillan a diving dig. Savannah Ramsey, another hit. That was dug by Carruthers. And Duke hit it across. Now Zoe Griswold sets it to Stevens, who gets the kill, her 8th. And a side out. 3-3. Savannah Ramsey now. Back to serve. And it goes into the net. 4-3. The score. Back to serve is Hayden Frankel for the Mustangs. It's deep. Savannah Ramsey's there, excuse me. Summer Ramsey's now going to be on the hit. It's dug by Duke, and it's going to be a kill by Summer Ramsey. Tied at 4. Amanda Stevens back to serve now. And into the net. 2 straight service errors for the Suns. Carruthers going back to serve, trailing or ahead 5-4 are the Mustangs. Carruthers has 4 service points so far. Ramsey, Stevens, out to McMillan. Dug back there by Frankel, and then Knox gets the kill. Don't hear that a whole lot. Caroline Knox gets her 2nd kill, and it's 6-4 as Carruthers gets her 5th service point. Carruthers serve. McMillan is there. Stevens back to McMillan. It's blocked, but falls on the wrong side of the net if you're a Unity Mustang fan, as Arnsman couldn't get it to go back over. McMillan will get the kill, and it's a side out for the Suns. McMillan gets her 3rd kill. Back to serve is Zoe Griswold. Griswold hits it right at Frankel, and then a block of McMillan. Can't keep the ball back on the side of Arnsman, so Arnsman returns the favor of abusing the block and gets the kill right back. And Cornwell goes back to serve now for the Mustangs, leading 7-5. Summer Ramsey with the kill, or with the dig. McMillan on the attack. It's going to be coming across. Stevens is there. Griswold. It's going to be a free ball crossed. Knox sets Barry. Dig, not even sure who got that. It was either Ramsey. And now a back set falls in for a lack of communication. 7-6. And Summer Ramsey coming back to serve now. Arnsman. Zoe Griswold tripped as she went to hit that, unfortunately, so it was a mishit. Back to serve is Caroline Knox for the Mustangs. Mustangs playing good volleyball. They played very well against the Illini West. They're playing very well again right now. Looking for a tournament championship as Savannah Ramsey hits it into the net. Knox gets the service point. It's 9-6. Stevens, Griswold, Savannah Ramsey off of Carruthers. Cornwell's going to get it. Barry's going to hit it across. Ramsey's there of the summer variety. McMillan hits it off of Cornwell. It's an overpass. Stevens now back to Kenzie Griswold. Zoe Griswold gets it after the block. Savannah Ramsey hits it into the net. Knox gets her 3rd service point, and it is 10-6. Low serve. Stevens is there. It's an overpass. Back set by Frankel, and then Arnsman on a perfect back set and a slide gets the kill. It's 11-6, and Southeastern wants another timeout. Arnsman gets her 7th kill. Knox gets another service point. And it's 11-6. We'll take a 15-second break and be right back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. Pastor Tom says, good luck, Lady Suns. Pastor Tom is in our chat and watching our broadcasts on the regular, and we greatly appreciate you being there. We appreciate everybody who watches TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Is Caroline Knox just got another point. It's 11-6 as Unity starting to take control here a little bit in set number 2. They're up 1-0 in the championship game. Knox comes up. Frankel's going to set to Barry. Barry tips it across and gets the kill. Around the block and down it goes, and Barry gets her 7th kill. Knox gets her 5th service point, and it is 12-6. Savannah Ramsey had the attack. Barry's got it. There's a block by McMillan. Abby McMillan gets her first block of the contest on a Barry attack, and it's 12-7. McMillan will come back to serve now. Deep right corner, right at Carruthers. Barry now from Frankel. An overpass by Ramsey, but she got it there. It's going to be pushed down the line. Savannah Ramsey is there. Stevens on the attack, and it's in. McMillan gets the service point. It's 12-8. 9 kills for Stevens. First service point for McMillan. Barry on the attack and the kill. Kylie Barry has came to life on this championship day. She's played well the whole tournament, but I'll tell you what, folks, she has been money for Unity in these 2 matches. Here's Stevens off the block. Frankel. And Frankel's going to get the kill. It's 14-8. Arnsman gets the point. Frankel gets the block, I should say. Arnsman. Now to Barry again. I don't know if that got over the net. That time it did, and it went down. Barry with another kill. That's 9. Arnsman a service point. 15-8 the score here. Final game of the Lady Suns Classic for 2022. Savannah Ramsey, on the attack. Carruthers now is going to hit it. Summer Ramsey diving, got a hand on it, couldn't do anything with it. It's a kill for Carruthers, her 5th, and 3rd straight point for Arnsman, 16-8. Ramsey, McMillan, Stevens is going to send it across. Arnsman is there. Frankel to Carruthers, blocked by Stevens. Now it's going to be a back pass over. Now Stevens again is going to tip it down, and it's going to be a kill. Amanda Stevens gets number 10. And a side out for the Suns. Coming back to serve is going to be Kenzie Griswold. Riley Van Fleet checking in for the Suns, going to replace Zoe Griswold. Kenzie Griswold serve. Carruthers on the attack, and off the block of Van Fleet, Carruthers gets the kill. And Barry's going to go back to serve. Carruthers has had 6 now. Barry with her team up 17-9, serves it out of bounds. 17-10, Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve now. Arnsman. Duke punches it across, and it's going to get the kill. Cody Duke gets her 2nd kill, and going back to serve is going to be Hayden Frankel. McMillan a little struggle on the serve receive. Ramsey's going to send it across. Barry's there. Middle to Carruthers again. It's off the block of Stevens and down. Carruthers gets number 7. Hayden Frankel gets her first service point. It's 19-10. And an ace. Frankel serves one up, and it's 20-10. Boy, that thing curves and shakes. That's a knuckleball, if I've ever seen one, off Frankel's hand. Barry from the back row. Savannah Ramsey's there. Middle it comes to Stevens. She's going to attack and go to down the middle right side, and it's a kill for Amanda Stevens. Give her 11. And it's 20-11 as Stevens comes back to serve now. Ball went into the locker room. They had to go track it down. It's Mustangs 20, Suns 11. Stevens to serve. Knox. Frankel got ate up by that serve, and Knox had to run a long way to try to get there. It just did not work. Stevens gets the ace. Barry's there. Knox. Carruthers. It's blocked by McMillan. That's going to come across. Stevens. McMillan. Dug by Frankel. Knox, and then knocked down by Ramsey. An overpass, and Ramsey gets the kill. Summer Ramsey gets her third. And the Suns aren't ready to quit just yet. 20-13. Stevens another serve. Barry's there. Back set to Carruthers. Dig by Stevens. Barry now middle to Carruthers. Stevens a nice dig. It's going to go across. And they fight over it, do Ramsey and Griswold, and it's going to be a side out. Carruthers going back to serve now. Carruthers has 5 service points, 7 kills, and 1 ace here in the championship match thus far. 21-13 is the score. And some communication issues as Carruthers going to go 22-13 as she picks up number 6. That was a passable pass. It just... you can tell that the communication is a lot different without Abigail Schaefer on the floor for the Suns. Stevens to McMillan, and she hits it out down the line. It's 23-13. Carruthers has 7 points now. Ramsey, Stevens, Van Fleet on the attack. It's going to come over. Stevens go there again. McMillan didn't get the set, was too quick. McMillan couldn't get there. Carruthers getting ready to serve for match point and tournament championship. This is tournament championship point for the Lady Mustangs. Carruthers, who will probably be the MVP if it happens, serves, and it's deep and out. 24-14. Riley Van Fleet to serve. Well, they're going to send Zoe Griswold in to serve. They'll need 10 straight service points to keep this alive. Coach Kerr having a little fun with her. No pressure here, kid. Zoe Griswold gets it over. Barry is going to go to Arnsman. Arnsman through the block. Stevens is there. Ramsey's going to get there and send it across. Now it's going to be a slide by Arnsman, and it's down. 8 kills for Arnsman in a tournament championship for the Unity Mustangs. They played extremely well throughout the tournament, and they played really, really well today, especially Kylie Berry, who came in and just played fantastically in these 2 championship tournament matches. So some stats here as we wait for tournament team to be announced. Hayden Frankel, 2 points and an ace, 1 kill and 2 blocks. Kylie Berry, 2 points and 9 kills unofficially. Caroline Knox, 5 points and 2 kills. Kyra Carruthers, 8 points, an ace and 7 kills. Lauren Cornwell, 3 points. Cody Duke, 2 kills. Ashlyn Arnsman, 3 points and 8 kills. 25-14 was the final, and that set. For the Suns, it was Summer Ramsey with 1 point, 3 kills. Zoe Griswold, 1 point, 1 kill. Savannah Ramsey, 1 point. Kinsey Griswold, 1 point. Abby McMillan, 1 point, 3 kills and a block. And Amanda Stevens, 1 point, an ace, and 11 kills. And I think she actually had 2. Let's see if I can turn the microphone up for you folks to hear stuff at home.
Before we recognize our tournament champions, we would like to give a round of applause to our third place team in this tournament, Illini West Chargers. In second place, the Southeastern Suns.
For the Southeastern Suns, second place team.
Team captains from Unity, please come forward to receive your tournament championship trophy.
Kyra Carruthers and Kylie Berry coming to get their trophy from Coach Kerr. He congratulates them. And the all-tournament team, I believe, will be announced now. And we'll see who the MVP is.
The all-tournament team voted on by all team coaches throughout the week. From Unity, Ashlyn Arnsman.
Ashlyn Arnsman. No surprise there. Kylie Berry. If she wasn't on there before today, she was definitely on there after. She had a great day today for Unity. And the 2 wins for the championship pool. Josie Bryan from Illini West.
From West Hancock,
Jordan Clymer from West Hancock. That's a good pick as well. She had a great day today.
From Illini West, Kaylin Farrell.
Kaylin Farrell, the libero for Illini West on the all-tournament team.
From Brown County, Katie Flynn.
Katie Flynn from Brown County. Again, not a surprise there. Big numbers for Katie Flynn, and she is here, so she'll come get her plaque. Jordan Clymer is here as well.
From Mason Seymour, Sage Gilmore.
Sage Gilmore, the left-handed right side hitter, played very well for Payson. Lauren Miller, number 4 for Central. The left side hitter and part-time setter is coming out. She's here. She had a great tournament as well. You heard her name a lot here on TSSR Game Time Live. Rachel Norton, the middle for Rushville Industry.
From Southeastern, Summer Ramsey.
Summer Ramsey from Southeastern. She did have a very good tournament.
From Southeastern, Amanda Stevens.
Amanda Stevens from Southeastern. Not a surprise there either.
From Liberty, Cora Schutte.
From Liberty, Cora Schutte. Number 9, for those of you watching at home.
And your tournament most valuable player. From Unity, Kira Carruthers.
Kira Carruthers, the all-tournament MVP from Unity. A lot of them are here. Large portion of the all-tournament team. Once again, the all-tournament team from Unity, Ashlyn Arnsman and Kylie Berry, Josie Bryan and Kaylin Farrell from Illini West, West Hancock, Jordan Clymer, Brown County, Katie Flynn, Payson Seymour, Sage Gilmore, Central, Lauren Miller, Rushville Industry, Rachel Norton, Southeastern had Summer Ramsey and Amanda Stevens, Liberty had Cora Schutte, and the MVP The MVP is Kyra Carruthers from Unity. She's the tournament MVP. So a great tournament comes to a close, and we'll see if we can get Coach. See if Coach wants to come up and talk to us here before we get off the. He is going to come up, so we'll stay here a minute. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll go over the all-tournament team again, and then we will tell you about. We'll see what Coach has to say in just a minute.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
All right, welcome back to Southeastern High School, Augusta, Illinois. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, coverage of the Suns Classic, and there's a lot of stat sheets here.
A lot of stat sheets, yep. A lot of games.
I don't know if any of them are right, but there's a lot of them there.
Tell you what, why don't you take tomorrow off? How's that?
I can't. I got races tomorrow.
You do? Okay.
Yeah,
right.
So I might take Monday off, though.
That's true.
I might take Monday off. We'll see how that goes. But, well, you haven't had any days off either.
No, true.
I mean, so it's not like I'm the only one that's been here doing this deal all week long.
That's true.
I guess when you're putting a tournament together, we talked a little bit about it the other night. You want the best teams in a championship round, and ideally the championship game is the last game. So that all played out, right? It all came together right.
It did. You know, we knew kind of going in teams that we thought would have a good chance of being there, and it's good for the schedule makers if that happens. So it is definitely comes down to the last match, and that was good. That's what it was.
So I know you can't really say anything, but is Abigail going to be okay? I know a lot of people saw the injury.
Yeah.
We had some audio problems at the time, so they didn't know for sure what happened. I didn't know what happened for sure, but she's going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't know much yet. We're going to head out. We're going to head out to Quincy here in a few minutes and go check up on her. She just such an effort kid. You know, she tries every ball no matter what, and made a really good diving play underneath the net, and I think she kind of dove for the ball and had her right arm stuck out to dig the ball, and her head kind of bumped against the ground. I don't know. I kind of have immediately went flashback back to several years ago. I had a setter do that and ended up being a pretty severe concussion, and hopefully that's not the case. Our trainer came out and looked, and hopefully it's more of a tear type thing. It was bleeding a lot on the floor. I don't mean to be gory on the air, but it was bleeding a lot on the floor. And
head injuries do that.
Yeah,
generally.
yeah. So hopefully it's a stitch or two here or there, and maybe a mild concussion at worst, and she can get back on the floor. She means so much to us, and just as a player, as a person, as just a spark plug, and it's sad that she couldn't finish it up, and we'll talk about the games, I'm sure, but
now, let's talk. I want to talk two things with that in mind.
Yep.
The first thing was after the game, after that Illini West match, it was 1 point game.
Yeah.
And so many times you see either teams do one of two things.
Yep.
They fold
Yep.
because their spark plug leaves, or they respond. And that
Right.
your team responded. You were literally crying after the I mean, it was emotional because they responded in as good of a way as you could hope, right? In that instance.
No question. I mean, we were up 14-13 when that happened, and with volleyball, you have to have some familiarity of what you're doing, and we didn't have any familiarity of what we were doing as far as rotation goes. And Zoe did a good job of coming in and just kind of as a stopgap for us, and doing what she could do, and touched the ball a couple times and did a good job. And like you said, it could have went one way or the other. And fortunately for us, we got some momentum, and I don't know how that happened because
I'll tell you how it happened. Amanda Stevens and Abby McMillan took over the game.
You're exactly right.
I mean, it was one of them hitting the ball down every time after that.
That is what happened. You're right.
I had 13 kills for Stevens and 12 for McMillan in that game.
Yeah.
And probably 4 of those each came afterwards,
Right.
I think.
Yeah, no question.
In all seriousness,
No
I mean, the response was awesome.
Yep.
Now, on to the championship game. The girls that were here played really well.
Right.
But you could tell that not, I wouldn't say it's the spark plug. They still had effort, but the communication, right? That person that is always going to get the second ball.
Right.
When you lose that showed in this second
Yeah, I
championship
mean,
match.
we tried to draw it up on the board in between games and try to get a new rotation. It just absolutely throws everything off, to be honest with you. Never prepared for that. Maybe you should be, but small school Illinois volleyball, you go with what you got and you try to put the best rotation together, and sometimes the depth hinders being able to have be successful in a situation like that. I told the girls, I said, unfortunately we're going trial by air here and trial by fire, because this isn't like we're playing some rum-dum team. We have to try this new rotation out for the first time against one of the better teams in the area, and I thought for a while we fought pretty well, but it just one of those things where, like you said, and I told them in between sets, you guys you can just see the wheels turning out there, and they've got to think about where they're supposed to be on the floor, and am I playing here, they're playing there. I mean, we had literally like 3 or 4 girls playing different positions and out of position, and when you have to think like that, and they have to, I mean, everybody would have to in that situation, when you have to think like that, you can't play as hard and play just as intense as you need to be, and again, compound that with a really good unity team, and other than the first 28, 30 points of the the first set, I think it was like 14-13-ish, something like that, and then they kind of just took over, and once the second game started, we just couldn't get any momentum, and it was one of those things where we just weren't smooth offensively, and even though Kinsey did a good job stepping in as a freshman setting for the first time ever.
Now, I was going to ask you, did she set some in 8th grade last year, right?
She did, yeah.
During the tournament run,
Correct.
so it's not. But
Right.
setting in 8th grade is different. A, setting in high school, but B, she doesn't set to those players that she was playing with today, right?
Exactly. It's different. We use her, kind of as a front row setter, so it's easier. So this was definitely hard for her, but she did a good job. There wasn't anything more she could have done. It's just one of those things where just take them out of our rhythm, take them out of our routine, take us out of our routine, and it just was. Against that team, it just didn't work because it wasn't going to work because they're good, and they had it would have been a really, really good game to start with. With us having everybody, would have had to play really well to beat them in the first place. So I don't know. It is what it is, and I'm going to go check up on our girl over there and Quincy and see how she's doing, and hopefully get her back sooner than later. We don't have a tournament for 2 weekends now, so hopefully, who knows? Who knows? I don't even want to forecast what's going on, but obviously we're not the same without her, and we're going to enjoy having her back when that time comes.
Okay, 2 things before I let you go. First thing, you played Unity. You very possibly could see Unity. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at your schedule. I think you play Unity during the regular season.
We do.
But you could see Unity later than that, too.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Down the road at some point past regular season.
Right.
This match, you have to throw away the fact that they won right and look at the fact maybe that you didn't have all your pieces in the right spots. Now, Unity's going to have to do that same thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
sure.
both teams are going to have to do that, right?
Yeah, I think so. And, honestly, if everybody's healthy, you kind of do that a little bit anyway because it's so early in the season. And, we feel like with our, we have obviously a good core of our veteran squad from last year back, but we also have 2 girls that are really green out there and, playing different spots. And Savannah hasn't had much varsity experience, and obviously Kenzie hasn't had any varsity experience. So, we feel like we're going to be better even before this. Feel like we're going to be better at the end of the season. So, but it's just one of those things where it's important for us because it's our first tournament of the year and it's on our floor, and it's always nice to compete well and perform well. And with all things considered, I was got to be very happy with the way it went. We it was so important it was so huge as a coach for me to be able to somehow pull that one off against Illini West. I mean, going through the season going through that tournament with only 1 loss, considering we didn't play with Abigail there at the end is huge. I mean, 5-1, as Coach Swice used to say, 5-1 is a heck of a lot better than 4-2. So, I mean, but you're right. We'll see them down the road in regular season, and then potentially depending on where the state sends us, you could theoretically see us. Last year they were a couple games away from meeting us at Bloomington. So I mean, you never know what happens, and I think both teams have the ability to maybe do that. So it would be nice. It'd be great to see Southeastern Unity in the state tournament game. That'd be awesome.
State championship game.
Yeah,
let's
do that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Now the last thing is we touched about this. I think one of the nights that we talked, there was probably 2 or 3 of the best small school middles in the whole state playing on that floor in this championship game tonight.
Yeah, I think
so. And then you add 2 lefts that Illini West have, and Reed and Brian. Yeah. There's some of the best small school players in the state played at this tournament this weekend.
That's true. There really were. I was talking about how good the sophomore class in the area is with Amanda and
Markert
and Markert and Lauren Miller out there from Central, and the Eaton girl from Q&D. And I mean, but you're right. You could put an all-star team together from kids that played in this tournament and be really, really competitive.
You could put an AAU team together and be really good.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But obviously the 2 girls from Unity are experienced and really talented, and got good size, and Barry on the outside's a nice player as well, and Knox. I mean, they've got a lot of experience, and they've won a lot of volleyball matches in their career also. So, yeah, I mean, it really a good. Let me just go one step further. You look at, on paper, Brown County is the 5th place team in this tournament.
Yeah, I know, that's amazing.
That's crazy. You looked at that Central and Brown County game that was for 4th and 5th, the battle, and my gosh, that could have been a championship game in a lot of small school tournaments.
Central is legit. You mentioned them the other night, and I hadn't seen them much, but today they could have played with anybody in that championship pool today, no doubt. They played fantastic volleyball today.
No question. They were nice. Kind of got a good mix of young kids and old kids, and they're an upstart. Yeah, they're going to give anybody that they play all they want for sure.
That's right. Well, Coach, thanks for letting us hang out all week. We appreciate it. I hope some people enjoyed it at least. Other than I lost a little audio during your third set of your first game today. But at any rate, I think this is the first time I've ever broadcast for 10 hours straight.
Yeah, I know.
So, but Coach, thanks. Congratulations. You guys put on an awesome tournament.
Thanks
Since I was at the Macomb Journal back in the day, this was always, these tournaments here are always awesome tournaments. So thanks for letting me come and do this. Appreciate it. And we'll see you at your next home game. I haven't even looked to see when that is.
I don't know either. I'll get through tonight.
It doesn't matter, right?
No, that's absolutely.
We'll deal with it when it gets here.
No, I appreciate it. All joking aside, you guys do a great job, and you do a great job, and you're learning a little bit about volleyball. I think I listen to you, and you're knowing more and more every time, every game. So that's good. You don't need.
I listen to the people that know. I spend a lot of time around Karis and Coach Paul.
That's right.
And I'm interviewing you a lot, so I try to pay attention.
There you go.
So I don't sound as dumb every time. You know what I'm saying?
It's really good. I mean, obviously it's a huge thing for our people that aren't able to make it. We've got different circumstances here and there. I know my parents they watch almost every game, and they can't make it. Some of them they struggle health-wise, or it's not too long of a drive. So it's nice for on a personal note, just for my family to get to watch, and my daughters can watch games and stuff. And one of them's in Caribbean Islands, one of them's in Indiana.
Must be rough.
Yeah, no kidding. But no, it's a good service you guys do, and we really appreciate it. You guys do a great job.
Well, I appreciate you being here. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Coach Tim Kerr talking to us as we're getting ready to head out here. So Mr. Wagner was a huge benefit on the camera today. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll talk to you again very soon. We're back Tuesday night with BPC Volleyball here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. One final look. It is the Southeastern Suns losing to the Unity Mustangs, 25-18, 25-14 in the championship game. Thanks for joining us all week long here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll talk to you again very soon.